I love taking you guys to the parks. I love Halloween. I love seeing all the changes happening here at Universal as they get ready for HHN 2025. But it's hot as hell out here, so if you don't like these videos, I'm not doing them anymore. It's July in Universal Studios Orlando, so you know what that means. It's time to make predictions for HHN 2025. We're actually in the New York section of the park right now because there are some major construction updates in this area, but we're gonna start the video at the beginning, which means I gotta walk back up to the front of the park. As I'm making my way up to the front of the park, it's kind of sad that Rip Ride Rockit is gonna be closing down soon, but I have to say it's not my favorite ride here at Universal. I'm actually very scared of it, but check out this shot, it's so pretty. It's such an iconic shot, and I love just standing in front of Rip Ride Rockit during HHN. It's so pretty. It's such a vibe with all the lights all over the place, but it's going to be interesting this year because we won't have that. If you didn't know, Papa Nana is one of my favorite places to get snacks here at Universal Studios. That part right there, that is so scary for me on Rip Ride Rockit. The going straight up and then how it stops at the beginning of the top hat. Ooh. But that part, the rest of the ride is so fun. But that, just can't do it. However, I am going to be here, I think this weekend or next weekend, and we are going to ride it before it closes down officially. The very first scare zone is going to be the Origins of Horror, and I think that's going to be right here because it's the Origins, it's where it all began. The Origins of Horror stroll through the garden of the conservatory where mutants played tribute to the terrors of Halloween Horror Nights 34. Each statue stands as a preview of the nightmares that await beyond. But don't let your guard down. Massive crows circle ominously, their eyes tracking your every move. This garden isn't just a tribute, it's a warning. So I think this is going to be the first scare zone that welcomes you into HHN 2025. It's perfect. The origin story starts at the front of the park, the beginning. You get it, right? But now we're going to take a walk down Hollywood Boulevard because I have a prediction about what's going to be in this area of the park with some brand new exclusive updates that you probably haven't seen yet. We're already seeing HHN work going up right in front of the Brown Derby hat shop. There are some truss work or the beginning of truss work. We already have displays. These are exclusive. They just came out a few days ago. Masquerade, Dance of Death. You've received an invitation to a Hollywood masquerade, an opulent affair where guests don masks inspired by legendary monsters. There's some mystery. Who are these people called? Scooby-Doo people? Whatever. But as midnight draws near, the illusion begins to crumble. One by one, the masks slip off, revealing not costumes, but vampires. The feast has begun, and you are on the menu. I might be wrong about a lot of the predictions for HHN 2025 or HHN 34, but I don't think I'm wrong about this one because if you look at the displays, they are giving vampire, they are giving spooky, scary. But for now, let's just have a look at more of these displays. I do have some speculations about what's going to be where. Here's that other display they have out. This one's really cool. I like this one. It's a little different than the other two. I definitely think somebody's going to be standing there doing some kind of a performance or something. Here's just a quick overview of what they have so far. So you see the one display on the left, the two that kind of look similar on the right. Last year when it came to HHN, this was one of my favorite scare zones. I came through it, I don't know how many times. I honestly am not a big fan of the houses because they scare me, but the scare zones I really like. I don't know, there's something about them. I put out a short where I counted my screams, and let's just say after 100, I stopped counting.
Okay.
Please. Did you guys come last year? What was your favorite scare zone? What was your favorite house? Let me know in the comments below. What's that? I don't think I've ever seen lighting on top of Mel's before. Am I wrong? There's gonna be something really cool happening in this area, I think. You have more truss work here, the lighting on top of Mel's, and I've been kind of watching this area over here for a while, so you're gonna see a ton of lighting. Do you see all those spotlights? I definitely think Mel's Drive-In is going to be something iconic this year. Over by the Megan 2.0 side, there's more spotlights. I don't know if those have always been there, but if not, that might be a really cool spot for like a Megan dance off or just something really cool here. I mean, the view of the horror makeup show is so iconic. They really need to do something with this. Initially, I thought this area was going to be the Toxic 20s. I'm pretty sure I was wrong about that, so thankfully I caught that before I put it in the video. I think it's pretty easy to figure out that this area is going to be Mel's Die-In Zombies, obviously, because it's a Mel's themed scare zone. And just when you think you've braved it all, Universal is raising the stakes once again. This year's event also introduces all new street experiences that take horror to new heights. Zombie car hops at Mel's Die-In and undead DJs, and more sinister surprises lurking around the corner. This whole area is just perfect for scare actors and people to come and hang out and just be scared and have a good time. I think it's going to bleed over into this area. This lighting or this truss work has been here for a while, but they've added these spotlights recently. And when you walk into here, you see more spotlights. If you remember from HHN last year, this area was like a bar. I don't think that's going to be the case this year because they have all these benches here. The entire structure that once was the bar is now gone. They do have the TV screens up here, which last year there were like scare actors up on podiums. And I just don't think that's going to be the case this year. I do think there are going to be scare actors along this area. I think it's perfect. I think with the vibe that is already here at Mel's Drive-In, which will be Mel's Die-In very soon, the cars, the open area, all of the lighting that I'm finding everywhere, I think it's just the perfect spot. And then as we go over to Central Park, there's even more lighting. So I think it's the perfect extended way to do this scare zone or this experience or whatever. I love these new fans they have outside. Oh my gosh. It's a good time.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment.
I'm making my way over to the New York section and there are construction walls up. A lot of construction walls. I'm walking over to this area of New York and check out these construction walls. I don't remember hearing anything about any major construction going on. So is it possible that I'm wrong? Is it possible that this area is going to be the 1920s scare zone? If you think about it, this does look like a neighborhood. There are streets. And there are a lot of walls up. There's no HHN signage or Easter eggs. It just says pardon our dust enhancements in progress, but could those enhancements be HHN related? They did move the yellow cab company cab over here, and I think I have an idea. I think maybe I know what's going here. Okay, so I could be completely wrong, but I think this is where the Five Nights at Freddy experience is going to be. I mean, the yellow cab is giving Five Nights at Freddy vibes, in my opinion. And I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think this is also perfect for Five Nights at Freddy. You've got a lot of buildings, a lot of area for the scare actors to come out and scare you. I could be wrong. This could be the 1920s scare zone, but I don't know. We'll find out. What do you guys think? If you look, this entire area has been blocked off with construction walls. See, I think this is more fitting for Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't think it's going to be the 1920s scare zone, but I could be wrong. The only thing that's throwing me off is the fact that these houses or these facades are here that look like houses, and the street is drivable, so there could be like plenty of room for that scare zone too, but I don't think so. I think this is going to be Five Nights at Freddy's. The last scare zone is the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. This scare zone gives a whole new meaning to Cat Lady. Wrought iron gates guard the entrance to Crooked Lane, a shadowy, winding path that leads straight to her lair. Local legends whisper that she lures unsuspecting trick-or-treaters down this winding road, only to transform them into feline companions for her ever-growing collection. Enter if you dare, but don't be surprised if you leave with a few extra lives and a tail. So I think the Cat Lady Scare Zone, that's what I'm going to call it this year. It's going to be behind me over in that area of the park. Girl, that's on the other side of the park, and I'm trying to eat me some pancakes in Diagon Alley, so we're not going to go over there this trip. If you like this kind of video, if you're interested in me showing more details about each of the scare zones and my predictions to where they're going to be, make sure you thumbs up the video, and I'll come out for a part 2 and give you way more details. But right now, I'm hungry. Initially, I thought this area was going to be for the 1920s mutant area, but I don't think so. I think they're going to use this for the Five Nights at Freddy experience. They have more truss work up, a little area for people or scare actors to stand. This looks like new truss work. It wasn't there. This big structure was there, but it looks like they added lights. And I don't see any speakers yet, but I see a lot of spotlights, a lot of floodlights. We've recently added this truss work that wasn't there before. Taking a look at it from another angle, I think this is a perfect area for a Five Nights at Freddy experience. Last year, Blumhouse was here, so I don't know. I'm 95% sure this is where Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be. But what do you guys think about my predictions so far? What are your own predictions? Let me know in the comments below. And if you know anybody that loves Universal theme parks, Halloween, and HHN, make sure you share this video. And if you don't want to tell your friends about me yet, that's okay. Just thumbs up the video anyway, because girl, it's hot. Here we are, my favorite place to come eat breakfast. You guys have no idea how much I come here off camera just for breakfast. If you don't know what they have for breakfast, here is a quick look at their menu. It's delicious. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. And it's just a vibe, girl. Look. If you guys come to Universal and you get here in time for breakfast, walk your happy self to the back of the park, get on Green Gots, rope drop that baby, then come over to the Leaky Cauldron. It is my favorite place for breakfast, and I always get the same thing every time. I always get the kids' pancake breakfast. I love the pancakes, but I don't order one, I order two because your girl really loves these pancakes. Perfect timing. So I have my breakfast. I love this, they're so good, but I get two, and I put the pancakes on a plate by themselves because they're like the best pancakes. I hate right here. Okay. I love the pancakes. Oh my god, they're so good. I put them on a plate all by themselves so I can just eat them all up, and then if I eat the rest, that's a bonus. So I always get the apple juice because I'm not a big fan of butterbeer, but if you like butterbeer and you order it with a kid's meal, you're gonna get the butterbeer for no additional charge, and it's a regular size butterbeer. I think it's set for the cold one. The cold one comes in a cup like this, and if you buy it regular, the cup is bigger. But girl, it's free. That's like girl math. Why not? Okay, girls, that's gonna be it for today's video. I feel so awkward when I go into restaurants and I film. I feel like I gotta talk really quiet. I don't want to be that girly that like interrupts your experience when you're at theme parks. Yeah, I try not to film in restaurants too much, but I wanted you guys to see what I like to eat for breakfast. When I tell you I literally come here just to eat breakfast, it's a problem. I'm walking back toward the front of the park because I have some things to do today. I have a very big podcast episode that I need to edit. You know, I was leaving the park and I'm right here at Fisherman's Wharf of San Francisco, like the San Francisco area of the park. And I noticed that they took down all of the Jaws food booths, or the food booths that were over here celebrating the 50th anniversary of Jaws. So I wonder what they're gearing up for over here. Let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 to this video, if you want to see more HHN updates. If you just want me to shut up and talk about internet drama, let me know that too. I love taking you guys to the parks. I love Halloween. I love seeing all the changes happening here at Universal as they get ready for HHN 2025. But it's hot as hell out here, so if you don't like these videos, I'm not doing them anymore. Okay, bye. But what do you guys think about today's video? What do you think about all the updates here at Universal Orlando? What do you think about my scare zone predictions? Do you think I'm going in the right direction, or I just need to go home, go back to bed, and rethink all of this? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.